Mina Genki desu. Welcome back to the realms. I have decided on what we are going to do today. Um, it's a bit of a small plan. So, let me pull up. No, I'm not here. Okay, hi. So now that Renee is gone, I am going to show you my plan. All right. So originally, the resident services here, I was gonna make it some more along the lines of um, um, the Temple of Purgation, but I have decided that this little bit right here of island would be a perfect spot for our resident clown Pietro, meaning that the resident services, instead of being the temple, we're gonna see if we can make the area around it look more like the chapel. Not sure how I'm gonna do that, but with your help, by watching and supporting me, I'm sure we can figure something out. So let's go to the space and see what we got. Oh, what's that bubble, my dude? Sweet. I wish you the best. Thank you. You are permitted to leave the realms, I guess. Good. This opens up a spot for a new villager, but we're not going to work on that right now. Okay. So, we're going to change this area up. Now, what I'm going to put up here right now is a map, pasha, of this really cool isometric map. Somebody in the Dead by Daylight discussion page actually made a whole bunch of these really cool isometric maps that we were permitted to download. Steamcommunity.com/ I don't know. I can't really read it, but I'll find where I found it, and then I'll put the link in the description below. Hopefully, if you can get it, you can get it. But we can see here, this is super helpful. So big shout out to that kid. So right here is where I want to put the circus area. There's a bit of extra parts here, but because of the size of the house, it would have to be like right here. Which, or I might just put it like further out and then have just this small area be it. I'm not sure. The map itself shows I guess it would be the back of the chapel, so I need to get into the game and get some photos of the front, because this needs to be the front. So what we're gonna do is, well, I gotta close this up, and then I think I want to raise this area in the back and have it as a sort of a block here, which would be good because then it'll separate this area a bit more, so you can you'll be able to see the difference between the saloon and the difference between Father Campbell's chapel. Which, I mean, I just need to figure out how I want to do it, because it's this big area that kind of needs to be more or less closed. Of course, I'm not going to completely close it off because I need to, get here for other stuff. So I might put, like, I don't know, a secret area or something. But yeah, I am going to first kind of figure out the spacing here, and I think I would also have to okay, I have not unlocked the shop yet, but I believe I would also have to change the circus colors for because I think I have the pastel circus. So let me just double check what I have a look at what I can get, and then we can get started. At the very least, getting this area cleared and set up for Pietro. So first things first, we cut down all of the trees in the area and give myself a little bit of space. I didn't want to chop down too many trees because I didn't want to use too much of an area. I'm very paranoid about starting off too big and then having too much empty space. So we also get rid of that rock after I grab some of the resources here. And you'll see a lot of me kind of just running around in circles, and that's just me trying to figure out what my next steps are. Here I just want to place an approximate area of where I want Pietro's house to go, but I know for sure that this is the area that I want it in. Closing off this river, I don't know if I've already bought the items that I need, but I'm not going to show you me shopping for stuff. I do set this up as elevation because I wanted to have the chapel kind of show from the back, but because of where the residence center is and because there's such like an open space in front of it, it doesn't come out very well, so I don't really use the I don't use that elevation in the back really at all. But I'll probably still keep it, just I won't use it for this particular build that we're working on today. And then I grabbed a couple of things that I had already had in my storage, and I'm just kind of getting a general feel of how I want these campgrounds to be. I believe this is the next day. I've ordered the stuff that I ordered came in. I also believe that I went out and changed a couple of things. What did I change? Just like the color. I stopped by to meet with Cyrus, and I at first had the darker walls, but decided to go with a lighter color since the church itself is actually kind of this gray and light blue stone looking area, and I didn't want to like confuse it with other areas in the build. So here I am kind of like testing it out and realizing, oh, this is not really how I want it to look, and later on kind of decide just to scrap that whole back area because it's not gonna work. I get the rest of my items and I place down what I want, and that's pretty much it for that section. Now it all just comes down to working on the grounds and whatnot. Here's where we decide we are gonna go ahead and just work on the front, because that's really all you can do. I really, really wish that we had the option to change our town hall like we did in New Leaf. And that's anybody who's played New Leaf, that is going to be like probably the most major complaints. Like, you can't change the look of Nooks, you can't change the look of your town hall, and the house options are actually more limited. You know, you could have made a mermaid house in New Leaf. You can't make a mermaid house in this game. You cannot. So, Nintendo, give us back our New Leaf houses, please. Please and thank you. Anyway, so a lot of this is just me kind of winging it. I've watched videos of, like, you know, Froggy Crossing and Lex Plays and Console Kato, and I don't know how they do it. I don't know how their brains just kind of come up with stuff. I'm here just like throwing crap around and just seeing what sticks. What am I doing here? Oh, I'm trying to make some stained glass to give it more of that church feel. I don't really think that I pulled it off as well as I could have. It's not a random design though. This is me kind of looking at an image of the chapel and just like taking whatever elements I can to make it look right. The chapel originally, I think, only had this like puke yellow color, but I took the liberty to, you know, just add a little bit more of like a blue and a purple to just kind of bring it out a little bit more, make it more obvious that, oh, this is like stained glass, not just whatever it is I made here. I mean, it does. I think it doesn't look too bad. I'm sure I could have just left it like this, and then people would have understood that, oh, okay, this is a window. But I don't know. I guess I was a little more paranoid about it. I'm paranoid about too much stuff. I need to chill, man. So the image that you see right now is how the regular stained glass was, or how I saw it in the photos. But all this extra stuff that's all on me to just kind of bring it a little more to life, I guess. I probably should have fast forwarded this one a little bit faster, because this is, I don't know, I don't think watching this is really all that interesting, so I apologize. Feel free to skip ahead if you don't care about coloring in or doing these designs. I apologize for that. So here I am, just that's where I decide, you know what, I'm not even going to use this back thing right now. We're going to go ahead and just kind of keep it to the front. We'll keep the front design and just not go too crazy. But I did want to get as much as possible, because I think this area was probably the one I was most excited to get done, because I knew that once I had this done, once I get Pietro's house done and interior, then that's like a whole complete build. This build I had the idea for like a very long time, so getting it put together is so nice, but at the same time I feel like I was so unprepared to get it done. But again, that's okay. You live, you learn, and you move on with your life. This is all just me trying to figure out how to make it look chapel-like, because, you know, you have a steeple connected to the church, and there are some like extra bits here and there, and I wasn't sure how to get it through. But part of me also had to keep reminding myself that it can't be perfect, that it's not going to be perfect, that you're just going to have to kind of go with the flow and just do your best. After all, the whole point of the realms is it's not even, it's supposed to be of an odd imitation of what is real. So in that sense, I guess this is an imitation of an imitation. So a couple of differences here and there. It's not gonna kill me. It's fine. I mean, the back of my brain says it's gonna kill me, but I'm gonna be a-okay, no problem. I did buy the darker dirt while I was doing this build, because I do remember the campgrounds are supposed to be kind of like dusty and full of weeds and all that. You can see there in the back that I turned the duck game backwards, because it was a little too whimsical, and the wood parts making it look like it's a closed ride that nobody's manning it. I thought it looks pretty cool, so unfortunately you can't hear it in here, but you can still hear like the duck game going in the back. I couldn't turn it off, so let's see. This is where I decided to go ahead and move on with placing Pietro's house, and from here I think I go into the next day. I believe I ordered a few more things. We got our orange plants, which is good, and I mean, it's a lot of, it's more the same here and there, just me trying to get the colors matching and get the building looking as close to right as I can. I have a little bit to go. This is not going to be a complete build at the end. I apologize. I just need to kind of look at it a little more, because this is what happened with the last build, where I started it up and then I had to completely start over the next day. So sometimes that's all you need to do. You don't have to worry about finishing something. Go as far as you can with it, and then take a look the next day with a clear mind, and whatever you think you can fix, go ahead and fix it, and whatever you like, just keep it how it is. You know, things change, and that's okay. So here is where I try to get the outside of the caravan going. I've seen, you know, on Twitter and Instagram, people who made like caravans and really cool campers and whatnot. So I thought, you know what, maybe I can do that. Maybe I can give it a try just to see what I can do. And what people do is they use the standee cutouts to create these things, rather than the simple panels that I used for the, what do you call it, for the stained glass. The problem with the panels is they've got, as you can see, a big hole in the center as a cutout, so it's not quite perfect. I might end up just like abandoning this idea and stick with any decorations that I can put out. I might keep it, I don't know, but what people did was they used the panels to go across like the sail stalls and whatnot that you can get in the game, and it just it kind of slipped my mind that of course it's not going to work with a house, because it won't let you block the door, and the door area, it makes you push very far up, and it ended up not looking the way I wanted, which is a real shame, because this whole thing right here with the caravan took about 2 hours to figure out, and me being not a perfectionist, but me being a perfectionist, I couldn't get it quite straight, and I couldn't get the two panels to quite line up, and I needed everything to be as mirrored as I can, but because it's not in the middle, I can't use the mirror function in this game. So apologies for just this ridiculousness. This is at 20 times speed, so cut me some slack on this one, alright? I apologize. I'm sorry. Like, I don't think anybody's really interested in seeing this. Alright, and then here's me trying it out and realizing, yeah, that's not gonna work. So I give up for the day, and just gonna, oh well, that's fine. Again, this was like a 4-hour run time that I went through, and I think I made pretty decent progress. I'm gonna stick with what I have here. I'll come back another day, kind of just look to see what I got, put in any orders that I think I might need, and maybe make some money, because I don't have anything in my bank. 34,000 bells is not a lot, but I got money trees out the wazoo, so maybe I'll come back next day, have a look, and hopefully I can get this done by the next video, and we can move on to our next area. This is a very slow progress, but you know what? That's fine for me. I'm having fun. So I'm gonna call it here. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Remember, you are loved, you are appreciated, and I'm so happy you're here on this earth with me. So until next time, Matanyang!